What is going on, everyone, and welcome to the Elder Scrolls Online. My name is John. Today is a really big day simply because the Dark Brotherhood expansion release. Also, there was a huge patch for everything else that changed as well. But I'm really excited to be playing this today simply because there's new content. And as a little thank you guys for all your support, I just wanted to say that I will be giving away 3 copies of this game on one PC, one Xbox One, and one PS4, including the DLC. But however, if you want it on console, it doesn't come out for another like 2 weeks or so. So if you want that, I'll just write your name down and then I'll message you in that time. But all you have to do is let me know. You don't have to like the video or subscribe, but those are greatly appreciated as it helps the channel grow. And just let me know why you think you should get it, and that's pretty much it. So with that said, I'm going to be playing through the Dark Brotherhood expansion, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy this as much as I do. If you have been here for a while, then you should know that I have done a lot of the Elder Scrolls stuff as well. And one thing to mention before we actually get into it is that the servers just went live a few hours ago, so literally everyone who wants to play is probably trying to log in at this time, so there's going to be some lag and just like delays in logging in general. So you're going to have to bear with me as the loading screen times might be a little bit longer than usual. But with that said, I'm really excited. I made sure to get to the new area before we actually did anything just to save a little bit of time. But we have not started any quests yet. And I'll show you what changed. Well, 1, the potions look different. That's pretty cool. 2, the champion points replaced your veteran ranks, which we kind of knew about in general. So, yeah. Let me just check, make sure everything is on. Champion points have been reset fully, but I put them in just to save a little bit of time. Not all my add-ons work. The inventory one does, but you see how instead of veteran rank, it has champion point levels. Essentially, it's 10 champion points per veteran rank, so that's the equivalent of it. And if you are looking to get this or DLC, this is where you go to get it. You buy it, and yeah, good to go. Alright, so with that said, we are in the new area, the Gold Coast. I do have the add-ons. Let me just check something before we do this. Okay, so the only one that's out of date is my mini-map right now. Alright, so where do we go, actually? Oh. Let me just check if there's a new skill line. Maybe we didn't get it yet, obviously, but we'll figure this out.
I've been at my post for so long, I can barely stand.
Is this where you go? Boat. Nope, that's probably going backwards. I'm an idiot. I really, at this point, don't want to make unnecessary travels because the loading screen times are butt. So, oops. Well, that's one way to get there, just in case you didn't know. That's actually a pretty nice picture. Alright, where are we going? Alright, let's find our first oh, how did someone die in here? You can actually see the number of champion points people have now. And their @name. That's kind of weird. Wait, so are we just like free to go around, or If we're just free and there's no like main starter area where we have like a quest or something and the main hub, I guess we're out. Oh, just kidding, I see it. Take me there. Let's not fall in the water accidentally. Hello.
Hey, nobody. Oh, John and Jod, a friendly face. For a moment I thought you were another red sales extortionist come to get more blood from a stone. Doesn't take long for pirates to warm up to the idea of tariffs and taxes when they're the ones collecting them. I can abode fees at an honest port, but Anvil presents a non-stop barrage of whatever the governor's lackeys feel like enforcing. Uneven gangplank fees, loose mooring taxes, barnacle inspection. You're not from around here, are you? Care to help me turn the tide on these crooks, then? I happen to know that their swindler of a dockmaster doesn't trust his gold to Anvil's banks. If you help me pay the fool out of his own pocket, you can keep the lion's share of the bounty. I don't know precisely where Kamar hides his gold, but I do know the lazy oaf uses a few trusted lackeys to deliver deposits when he can't be bothered. They often dice on the docks. If you're convincing, I'm sure they'll reveal the location to you. I'm going to be your distraction. I'm expecting the dockmaster to make his rounds soon, and he's not going to be happy that I haven't paid my fees yet. I'll keep him here arguing with me while you secure his ill-gotten gold. It was supposed to be a simple run. Pick up silks and spices on the way to turn a tidy profit. But the governor and her minions are more greedy than a caravan full of high elf nobles. She'll never learn, even when the docks are empty. Fortunata ap Dougal, Anvil's provincial governor. But she's still the same old red sails pirate queen to anyone who really knows her. Half the Gold Coast struggles under her thumb. Fool's Gold Coast, if you want to be more accurate. Kamar's a braggart, and he drinks like a Nord. That's a combination for folly, if ever there was one. He gave away his secret while trying to drink me under the table. I remember the exchange. He does not. Too bad for him, yes?
You are a very shady individual. Alrighty. So let's go do this quest. I guess it's the first one. Oh, you dead. Oh, wait. You're not supposed to sleep with your eyes open? Oh, you're dead.
Hail.
You weren't supposed to die with your eyes open either. Hello? Ambush!
Unless that's too rich for you.
I'm on my break. Leave me to my game. Seek another for your troubles. I only wish to dice in peace. Wait. Let's not be hasty. Here's where he keeps his gold. Take a little nip for your trouble. He never notices.
Got him! Okay,
That's 3 times, Gurg. Let me see those dice.
that health bar, though.
Your dice run cold.
Luck
After
is
all
like
said
a
and
guar
done,
pasture.
more
You
set
have to
than
be
done.
careful where you step.
Yeah. What she said.
Both of you, shut your face holes and toss them over.
There's so many people. I've never seen so many people in game before. Except like 2 years ago. Alright, let's... Oh god, the lag. Let's find his stash. Wait, is that an enemy? Okay, so everything here is essentially better in 16. Not a big deal. I'm not sure how I feel about that health bar. Makes a level 10 potion. Got it. Let's not aggro those things. Oh god, hurry up! Run! I'm pretty sure like I could actually take that enemy. It's just the more I can avoid, the better. Alright then. We did it. We got the stash. I was considering getting the bundle that it came with for this expansion. The wolf thingy looked pretty cool. Hold on, let me just see if there's a way to change the... Where would it be under interface where the health bars are not extremely large? Was this always here? Yeah. I'll figure it out eventually.
Next time, I'll wound more than just their pride. A moment. My friend, you've arrived at a bad time. I'm playing host to the King of Skeevers, and he hasn't the sense to know that he's outstayed his welcome. Ha! Negotiations! Call it what it is. Ransom. Extortion. It would save us so much time if they just dropped the pretenses and robbed me. Good work. Let me pay this fool and get rid of him.
I'm tired of your complaining. Pay what you owe, or the Red Sails will seize this ship.
Fine. Take your ransom and choke on it.
There now. Was that so difficult?
Difficult is keeping my claws from ripping out your throat. I almost bit my tongue trying not to laugh. Kamar doesn't so much strut as slosh about like a half-filled water skin.
What?
He's completely oblivious to the misfortune that just visited him. It's too much. It was what he expected of me. Being too quick to accept defeat may have aroused his suspicion. He seemed convinced, so he may not notice the theft for some time, let alone suspect us as the culprits. Here, that's most of what's left after I paid off that walking canker. Thanks to you, I might break even on this voyage. Enjoy your time in Anvil, friend. I hope to never see these despicable docks again. It'll be good to have the wind in my fur and the sea air in my nose again. I can't wait to set sail and put Anvil behind me. Profitable and dangerous. I'm happy to continue ferrying troops for the easy gold. But when the Queen commands us to show our claws, we oblige. Many a captain has made the mistake of dismissing the Prowler as a threat to my benefit. Ah, the tale of the Prowler and the fierce Maurmer sea serpent. It grows with each telling. You might be amused to hear what the crew claims happened that day. It's quite a popular story in the port towns. We were set upon by 100 sea elves, surrounded with no hope of escape. But you defeated them soundly, with one bare fist, while swinging from the rigging. Then you hopped onto the sea serpent and rode it into the side of the Maurmer ship. You think? That's the tamest part. By all accounts, your battle with Peladil rocked the seas and reshaped the coast. They say you turned the sea serpent into a mount. Ah, I'm glad you're still well, my friend.
Unidentified stuff. Let's open it. Oh, we got a shield. I guess that is worthless. Alright, I really got to figure out how to turn off the health bars. That's gonna annoy me. Gameplay. Nameplates. Health bars are off.
What?
Alright, so I guess we are free to do whatever we want now. So how do we get out of here? We are over here. I really hope it's more like Arsenium, where you're just like allowed to free roam, do whatever you want, not like the Thieves Guild where you're stuck on doing a certain mission until, but let's get out of here. The fuck? Who made that picture? Sorry about the load times. Wait, that's not how you get out of here. This is like, oh my god. I was about to say, is like, there's a maze to get out of this location? That's not right. Don't mind me, just another guy walking through here. Alright, so up is the way out, I believe. That is really the only way out, other than, yeah, up is the only way out.
Hello.
We have 12 slots in our inventory. Actually, is there... Okay, so we can feed our horse out here. There's another... I do plan on doing 100% of all this stuff here. So, if you enjoy watching ESO stuff, then here's the place to be.
You don't know how glad I am to see a friendly face. You probably won't believe this, but Kirith and I are in trouble. Again. We could really use your help. An unpleasant ship captain dropped us off without so much as a by your leave. He was supposed to take us to Hammerfell to explore a dwarven ruin. We're scholars of some renown, you know. Although my sister prefers the term dungeon delvers. I'm not sure. The language of the sea confuses me. We just need to charter a ship to Sentinel. But that disagreeable captain took the last of our gold. We want to work, but no one will hire us. Perhaps you could serve as our agent in this matter. Ah, finally a turn of good fortune. You have a knack for arriving at just the right moment. You'll have no problem convincing these clods to hire us forthwith. Honestly, I'm extremely overqualified, but I'll take whatever employment you can secure. Hammerfell, Anvil, why does everything in this part of the world sound like it belongs in a smithy? Look, it was an honest mistake on my part. The captain claimed to be a proper sailor, and I took him at his word. I'm an artificer. If you ask me to recalibrate a dwarven power core, I'll ask you to what voltage. But determining where the captain made an error in his navigational calculations, you might as well ask me to charm the wings off a harpy. We're dungeon delvers, not paupers. Kirith and I won't accept charity, no matter how you present it to us. We'll earn our own way. Just find someone who's willing to hire us, and let us do some honest work. My letter of introduction opens doors throughout Morrowind, but in this isolated hamlet, I inquired with a blacksmith, but he wanted brawn, not brains. There was also the angler, but we were unable to agree on terms. You'd think so, wouldn't you? The Anvil Repository has a reputation for serving its clients poorly. I offered my skills as a bookkeeper, but the proprietor rejected me. If she reconsiders, I'd make a valuable addition to her team.
Gold Coast, honest work. Find a job for those individuals. Well, okay, I guess we're doing work for them. I am gonna do everything in the Gold Coast, so expect 100% regardless. It's just, what do I actually want to do first is the big question.
Sorry. Between my brother's problems with the forge and that load of ingots that the puny dark elf dropped on the docks, I am way too busy to talk right now. Yes, that was the dark elf's name. I gave him a fair chance, but I don't think he ever lifted anything heavier than a book in his entire life. We had to let him go. With the forge as it is, my brother can't pay a worker who can't do the job. If the Dark Elf can improve the forge, that would be a big help. But we still need those ingots. They were stolen after he abandoned the crate. The thieves use a dock outside the city. Get the ingots back, and I'll give Raynor another chance.
Sure, why not? Oh my god, that's actually kind of far away. So as for the delves and sky shards out there, I'll do them a little bit later, but for now I kind of just want to do the story for the most part. And then after that, we'll complete everything else. This area actually looks pretty nice. I like it. Very good so far. The FPS might be a little weird, but I'll take it. Alright, retrieve the stolen ingots. From where? It's in the house, yeah? Oh, please, no 2-minute loading screen. Oh, thank God. Excuse me.
I wish I was off adventuring.
That's great. Book. Nope, no book.
Again tomorrow.
It has to be down here, yeah. Ah. Ooh, they changed the shield. That's pretty cool. When you actually defend now, it looks like that. That's neat. I didn't know the enemies dropped. I thought we were like looking for it in a crate or something. I could just get shot with an arrow somewhere, or is that what the calling sound is? It's actually cool. You can see how many champion points other people have. That's, I guess, another way to tell who's been playing for ever and who hasn't. Though it's pretty sad that I only have 269 champion points.
Hell.
I did it.
I have to admit, I never expected to see you again. Were you able to recover our stolen ingots? We really couldn't afford to lose those ingots. Thank you. You have acted with honor, and we'll do the same. Inform Raynor he can come by and work on our forge. If he really can improve its operations, we'll compensate him fairly.
Inquire about the tavern for Kirith. As much as I like this town, it's not as confusing as Orsinium, but my god. So many corners. This looks like, if any of you have ever been to Busch Gardens, it's like an amusement park. Kind of looks like that.
Hello.
Hello?
What do you want?
You don't talk to me like that.
Welcome to the finest tavern on the Gold Coast. We know how to show a visitor a good time. You can bet your boat on that. If you're talking about that dark elf, she's a terrible serving wench. Sailors with broken fingers can't raise mugs, and sailors without mugs can't drink. Any barmaid who can't handle a little friendly attention has no place in my establishment. You'd have to compensate me for the lost business. How about this? I'm out of the petals I use to create an expensive drink for my more affluent customers. Bring me a weird blossom from the Garlas Malatar ruins, and I'll give Kirith another chance.
What a disaster. That bard gets in one scrap with a dark elf and suddenly he can't play tonight's show. She strained his finger. What does that even mean? Sorry, I'm rambling. The crowd gets rowdy when there's no music to listen to while they drink. Ha! The dark elf lass? I just about split my gut when I heard her yowling. Sounded like someone stuck a fork in a bantam guar and twisted it to the right. If that's what they call singing in Morrowind, I really need to pay them a visit. Interesting notion. We've had our share of bards and jesters, but never a jester who sings. At least the crowd will enjoy looking at her. Who knows? They might even like her act. Send Kirith over. I'll pay her well for an evening's entertainment.
Sounded so sexual. Alright, the bounty board. I will just take that for now. Wait, what? We'll do that one later. I think that might just be a repeatable. How do I get out of this town again? I wish I had my mini map. Well, I guess we're doing a delve immediately now.
You took your time. I was starting to get worried. But tell me, were you successful? Have you secured gainful employment for Kirith and myself? Immediately? That seems rather sudden. Oh, very well. Kirith, did you hear? We can earn enough gold to continue our journey. It just required someone these depraved pirates could understand. Oh, I don't mean to imply that you're depraved, my friend. They need their forge tinkered with? Why didn't they say so? Not to wave my own flag, but I'm an excellent artificer. I'll have that forge operating at peak efficiency before they can recite 3 verses of Netches, Netches all around.
All right. I'm ready to hear the news now. What kind of job did you sign me up for? Bodyguard? Spy for the Pact? Private chef for a visiting dignitary? Tell me, tell me, tell me! That's wonderful news! Those drunken pirates are in for a treat. Thank you for negotiating an excellent deal. Now, what should I sing? Something from the Tribunal soliloquies? Maybe one of the Sujama drinking songs? So many choices. You did more for us than anyone in this wretched city. Raynor and I will do our jobs and complete our contracts. Then it's off to Hammerfell. There are ruins to explore, adventures to partake in. I'm all tingly with anticipation.
That's cool. New, we get a ring. That is actually pretty good. Upgrade. Wait, didn't we get another shield that was part of that? Too bad we don't use shields. We get a poison. Alrighty. But yeah, I'm going to wrap up this first video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to drop a like. And let me know if you're interested in the giveaway. Just also let me know what platform, because the console version didn't come out yet. So if you are a winner, then I'll have to write your name down and contact you closer to the release date. With that said, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching and have a fantastic day.